You know what I'm gonna say already. This movie is very charming. I had no idea what this movie was about, but I know it has something to do with a cat. I had no expectations or any clue. I did watch the trailer a few weeks ago, but even after watching that, I still had no clue what it was about. I was just really drawn into the art style. It looks like very 80s and old school, and the scene where she walks down the stairs, it looks very nice. And the title, Whisper of the Heart, it just sounds so sweet and charming. It's also like one of those movies I've never really heard about. It seems kinda random that they're obsessed with the Country Road song, and it feels like a lot of trouble because, the actual copyright and licensing. So I was wondering why didn't they choose a public domain song like Happy Birthday or something? But I guess it's cool because it shows you the influence of the US that it still reaches Japan. The conflicts are so relatable and real, and even though it seems very common and obvious, it's still very entertaining with the whole love triangle thing. I keep thinking, is that fat cat supposed to turn into the suit cat? Then the suit cat is there. Is it gonna start moving? Then the actual moving suit cat comes in 1 hour 16 minutes later. So this movie is mostly set in the real world. This feels like it would relate to me the most because of the themes of being an artist, polishing your work, and not being good enough. And there are even some music performances seen. But despite all of that, I just mildly felt something. It didn't really cut that deep. But the stories within the stories, the realism, romance is very inspiring. I think near the end of the movie, at a sad scene, they did play a variation of the Country Road melody. Then I was like, wow, I didn't hear that song for a while. In the beginning, they just keep randomly shoving it down your throat. But luckily, right now, I do appreciate that song. If I watched this a few years ago, maybe I would think it's cheesy. And then when the actual ending comes, then the song plays again. And yeah, another random thing is that everyone in the movie can sing on pitch and sight read very well. Was that song really that culturally significant? Was it really that big in Japan? I don't know. That's why it feels kind of random and out of nowhere, but I'm also fine with it. So the conflicts just remind me of high school. It's very normal. Out of all of the Ghibli films I watched so far, this feels the most realistic and relatable. It's like Only Yesterday but much, much better. It has the charm of Only Yesterday but even more drama, and less boring adult stories that drag on forever. Oh, and there's also a Porco and Kiki reference, which is also very cool. This is a really great movie, and I would watch it again. And the voice acting is also very good, so this one is a 10 out of 10.